Hey, Singapore, this week, Saturday, the 26th of July, we're going to be here at Sides. Come down and meet the AFTV team. Myself, Cecil, Lee Judges, Turkish, James, Curtis, the whole crew's going to be here. So make sure you check it out.
And just so you want to know where it is, at the Boogers Plus Mall, the 3rd floor. We're going to be here speaking to you, all you fans, everyone around Arsenal, meet and greet, and also we can talk about our new signing.
Check us out at Sides.
Welcome back to AFTV. Let's do player ratings for the first game of pre-season. Arsenal beat AC Milan 1-0. We're going to start with David Raya. We're Turkish.
David Raya? Why are you starting with me?
All right.
No, I haven't. But
sorry, Robbie.
It's a difficult one, right? He didn't really get called into action much.
I don't think he made a save.
No,
Honestly.
I can't really remember a save. Wasn't called into action. Did he distribute well? I can't even remember that.
He had nothing to do. He didn't even have to distribute. The ball was always in their half, really. And then they get a couple of counter attacks and they didn't really do nothing with him. And then he picked the ball out because it would run out of touch.
So what are you saying?
Well, he didn't do anything wrong, did he? So 6. Did nothing wrong.
6.
They had nothing to do.
Yeah, I'll
6 for David Raya. Ben White.
Nice to see him.
Yeah.
Get some more minutes. Look sharp for the majority, in my opinion. The overlaps came back a bit in that first half. Him and Saka, that was nice to see. It's been a couple of years since we've been really seeing that in full flow. Clean sheet. I think his side was a bit exposed on the defensive side, but that's due to the overlapping. And that's where Leao was getting some success finding space. I won't put that on White, it's more tactical. But I'll say with White, not outstanding, not bad. I think 6 as well is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd give him a 7, you know. I thought I liked him today. You know what I mean? I would have loved to see a bit more of that down the left-hand side because we're always inverting there, but that is a tactical thing. But yeah, I'll give him a 7.
I'll be a tiebreaker and I'll go 7, and I know you were sort of leaning towards that anyway. William Saliba. Good
today, because the only threat really they had was kind of the counter-attack pace, and he snuffed out. The couple of times that they did have that, it was him who snuffed it out. I thought he was good today, 7.
Yeah, I agree. After Leao in the first half, it looked like he had the step on him. Got into the box and without making a tackle, Saliba just stood his ground in the right position, and Leao ran the ball out of play. And I think in the second half too, was it Saliba in that moment? There was a ball in behind, and then the guy was Lewis Skelly. He left him, and so Saliba.
It was Loftus-Cheek who powered through.
Loftus-Cheek, yeah. I'm surprised he left Lewis Skelly like that, but Saliba came covered in a similar fashion to Leao. Yeah, I'd say. I mean, those were key moments because those could have resulted in goals. So if we're saying Ben White 7, I'm going to say Saliba 8.
And again, I was leaning towards 8, so I'll go with an 8. Calafiori, Italian tax, I want to say he did well, but go on Turkish.
Why don't you start this one then?
All right. He wasn't as good as Saliba, but I thought he did a lot of good defending in that first half before Saliba came into it. I'll give him a 7.
Progressed the ball well as well.
Yeah.
It's nice to see him there because I still think he's a centre-back more than anything.
Yeah.
Interesting though that Kivior didn't start it and Calafiori started it. What's going on there? Is Kivior actually up for sale? I hope not. But Calafiori, done what he needed to do today without ever needing to excel. It's like a Ben White thing for me. I'll say strong 6, but if you lot say 7, then we'll run with it.
I agree with the 7.
Cool. Okay, 7 for Calafiori. Zinchenko, interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he didn't really do anything wrong.
No.
I just like every time he's just invert. I want to see him sometimes get out wide, but is that? Listen, he's playing to instructions, isn't he? It's 6.
Yeah, I mean, Zinny a couple of years ago, a breath of fresh air, but it's been a long time now. I feel like we've outgrown him.
So we're not 3 years.
Yeah, he's still doing the same things he was doing 2 years ago, where it was catching our eye because it was new to us, it was fresh. Now it's a bit like we need better. He got burnt a couple of times in that first half as well. Left space in behind. I'll probably say 5.
Yeah, I'm going 5. Yeah,
bang in the middle, average.
Yeah. Okay. New signing, Christian Norgard.
Yeah, I think he was okay. Solid. I said in my fan cam, he's not going to be the sort of player that lights it up for Arsenal. He's just the unfussy guy who sits in front of that back four, shields it, keeps it simple. I think for a debut, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah. And Turkish, we obviously know how Arteta likes to work with midfielders. He'll be up front in the second half of the season. So
back 10 goals and we'll be doing Salmon Arm and Norgard. But yeah, listen, he stepped in and he done what Jorginho does.
sounds alright. Is it just me? That sounds alright.
Yeah, I might have just started something, man. Edit that bit out. Hey, Joe, listen, that bit edited. But Norgard, I think he done what Jorginho does for us. Yeah, obviously Jorginho plays and has played at a higher level, and Norgard's coming to replace his role. Limited minutes, but when you step in, keep the ball moving, keep it safe. We don't expect anything amazing from you, and that's what he did today. So I agree with the 6.
Yeah, I'll go with the 6. Declan Rice. Yeah, interesting one.
Declan Rice, he was okay. I still don't see him as an 8, just because that final third, he doesn't have that. That's why when you mention Eze or players in that mold, we still need one of those in the team, because I think Rice can still do the 6 role. It's good to have the options, but he was okay. He had a couple moments at first half. He tried to bend one in, it went horribly wide and over. 5.
Yeah, I think it's a 5. He's quiet today.
Worse than Norgard.
Norgard is his debut, right?
It's expectation as well, bro.
Expectations of Rice is high. Yeah. I'm not in its case because it's a pre-season game, but we know
still winning the ball back really well, doing the things he does off the ball.
To me, for a Declan Rice performance, this is 5, the average.
Okay.
You don't score any free kicks. What's he doing?
Fair enough. Can't argue that. Ethan Nwaneri.
He was the player of the first half for me. Not that it took much, because we was quite bland in the first half, but he made a wayward pass when he should have shot into Martinelli that went out for a throw-in, and I was like, what's this guy doing? But in the next opportunities he had to take the shots, he took the shots, and he came close, and there was a moment of brilliance on the flank where it looked like he was getting run into a corner out of play, and he just does a little trick, spins off, and he's into the box creating a chance. Ranieri, in that cameo, I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah, I agree with the 8. He was brilliant. The confidence of him at 18, man, just turned 18 as well. I mean, some of these kids, they need DNA testing, man. Serious, because you're playing like a 25-year-old. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. So, brilliant.
There's something.
I'm excited about him.
There is something in this Nwaneri-Saka partnership, and I think it spells a problem for Odegaard, because when you've got Saka hugging the touchline, Nwaneri in those pockets, and then Saka can make those darts inside, and the fullback's thinking, well, great, I've passed Saka on, but Nwaneri goes out there, it is this kind of double threat where they're not giving you the same problems, but they're kind of giving the same level of problems, like in different ways. I think that's something we'll see more of next season. Yeah, I agree with an 8. I was thinking 9, because I don't know how many were much better than him, but I don't think anyone had a 9. But I'm interested to see if any of you do throw that number out there. So let's go to Bukayo Saka, who got the man of the match in the stadium.
Yeah, I thought he was the best player on the pitch, probably. Overall.
Got the goal.
I think he got the goal, even though it's a bit of a scuff shot, but he's in the right position. And again, he's the threat. Like, he's the one that the ball always is always at his feet. He's the one who they had to double up. The amount of times, this is why I'm excited for Gyökeres, because the amount of times he get that ball, they'd have to go and try and deal with him, and then he's able to cut it back into the box. It's just that we didn't really have that striker there today. But I think with Gyökeres there...
We didn't have a striker today? What happened?
Well, we haven't got, out-and-out striker. You know what I'm talking about, an out-and-out striker, right? So, for me, he was the man in the match today, and but I'm going to give him an 8. It's not a 9 performance, but I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, Saka.
He played longer, but I would say Ranieri was a star in that 45. But Saka did his thing. Like Robbie said, we're still heavily reliant on that right-hand side. I think if we get a threat good enough on the left-hand side, that takes some attention away. Because I don't think it's just Gyökeres that does that. I think it's still, with the 2 there, you're still able to pen them in if your left-hand side isn't. So I think quality, he didn't take enough shots, got the goal. I'm going to say 7, just behind Ranieri, in my opinion.
I'll go with an 8, but I kind of felt like he was, with some end product, I think he'd have been undisputably. He was kind of,
taking it easy, but he's also, he come back off
in product, he got scored.
No, I know. But there were...
We won 1-0.
Yeah, but I was sat next to you in the stands. He had a shot, he went, that was selfish. There was a cutback, he got wrong.
When Neri had a shot, he didn't score.
Yeah, but it wasn't selfish, it was a good effort.
No, it's a great effort, but I'm just saying, if you just said in product, he had in product, didn't he?
Come on.
I mean, if someone puts it on the play and you don't finish it, that's a problem.
It can happen.
Anyway, he did score, Saka, and well done, he was very good. Kai Havertz.
Yeah, he's quiet today.
Quiet today, you're being nice.
Yeah, he did. He had a quiet game today. Listen, I'm not I'm not exploding out on players today and getting, you know, upset because it's pre-season. It's the first game, you know, in pre-season as well. He played a lot of minutes as well today. I noticed, like he
probably played about 80.
obviously he's been. Remember, he's been out for a long time, so fitness-wise, it's good to see his fitness levels, but he didn't really have an impact on the game this that time when he stood on the ball. I looked over at Turkish. I was like, oh my God, he's going to come through, right? You know, what we see today, we need a striker. That's why I'm glad Gyökeres is coming in. He's not an out-and-out striker, right? He works hard for the team, but we need a striker, and that's what we're getting in Gyökeres. But today, I'd say he's probably a 4.
Robbie works hard for the team as well. Covers them from Europe to Asia to Africa, all over the gap. So maybe we add him onto the list to rate at the end as well. But poor. I mean, it's just on to the next one with him, in my opinion.
But it's a pre-season game, so you know, I mean, you've got a.
It wasn't pre-season last season when he was pulling out the same performances, was it?
He did 2 things in the game. One where he tried a ball in behind to Saka, a little bit less weight on it, and we're saying great pass.
But
and then
in that moment,
yeah.
Shoot. It's on your stronger foot. Use Saka as a decoy. Give it a yard of space and shoot.
Okay,
it's always
maybe.
that one extra pass.
But then he won the ball back, played it to Martinelli. Should have done better with the shot. Or Martinelli should have given it back
Was
to
that time when he
Havertz.
nicked the ball in the midfield?
Yeah, so he did
Are
something.
the 2 things you're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, but okay, I'll tell you 2 things. He stepped on the ball in space
I
and
know.
fell over.
Yeah,
Collapsed.
yeah.
And remember the back heel?
That's why.
Well, I'd have given him a
Do you
3.
remember the
I
back
thought
heel?
he was poor.
When
Yeah.
he was coming out the box, he decided, let me just back heel it into the air. 275k.
I didn't think he was
What
good,
did you
but
give him anyway?
you know.
2.
Yeah, you say 4, you say 2. I give him a 3.
That's
I thought,
ridiculous, man. A 2. Come on.
ridiculous.
It's the first game of pre-season. First game of pre-season. The guy was injured, like for the second half. Hold on, he was injured for the second half of last season.
He broke every
right.
metric.
Right. I look on it and I say, right, yeah, you're right. He had them moments of where the quality, but work rate, effort, what he did. I don't think it's a 2. I'd say it's a below average performance. I think a 4 is fair.
I don't
2 is like you've been absolutely shocking, which he weren't today.
Let's not
Absolutely
dwell on it.
shocking.
Yeah. For the money we're spending on him and the role we've given him, absolutely shocking.
Man.
Absolutely. Don't forget, I used to get onto Ozil for 350k, and Ozil's a different
Also,
stratosphere of player.
what are you? You're an accountant now.
We got to
You know
be
what I mean?
accountants when we're hearing now after Gyökeres. We got to start selling again. How many times have you heard that old chestnut? Why? Because look at the players we're paying 500k a week, Havertz and Jesus. It comes back to bite you. We can't ignore these things. So for a main player, highest paid player, that's a 2 out of 10 performance.
we'll go with a 3. Martinelli. Oh, do you know what?
Doesn't get much
Actually, he
Well,
was
I
probably
thought-
worse than
I
Havertz.
thought
If
he
I'm
was
being
worse.
really honest.
Yeah, I thought he was worse than Havertz. Right, I thought that, you know, I mean, that's why I'll give Havertz a 4. I'd say probably if you're looking at Martinelli, would be a 3 because he had a poor game. You know,
He had
a poor
one
game.
moment where he beat the fullback, but that
Yeah,
was it.
he
really.
didn't really offer a threat. He was a bit lackluster as well. But again, I'm not going to go too hard because it's the first. Everybody's fitness levels is a bit different. Everybody's, you know, reaction at first games a bit.
Yeah.
I've seen this before in pre-seasons. So I've seen guys tear it up in pre-season and then start the season poorly. So I'm not going to get, you know, I'm not going over
No,
the
we
top.
shouldn't.
But today's poor.
Yeah.
3.
Before I bring you in on Martinelli, what made the performance look worse for me was that Trossard and Nelson looked really good.
Yeah.
And okay, maybe the fullback had been worked. I'm just to see. I mean, he did come off. Maybe they're an easier fullback to come up against. I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons, but I just thought they just looked. And this is harsh. 'Cause I like Martinelli. I think he's underrated in this sense. I thought they looked technically better than him, which that was the impression I got from the however many minutes that they got out on the pitch.
Yeah, it's a strange one today because he actually had space to run into. He was actually moving the ball quite quick in the first half into those spaces, but it comes down to the technical ability. You're dribbling at a man. Havertz has, you know, gone inside. You either use him, but if you're an attacker seeking confidence, use him as the decoy. Cut in a bit more, make that, instead he just ran up to the defender and tried to just put it through his legs or something, lost the ball. Now that's just one moment out of the 45 he played, or however, I can't remember. Did he come off at half time?
Yeah.
But two again for me. 2 again. Yeah, poor.
Well, so let's try and go through. I want to go through the subs in sort of an order of how much they played. I mean, Kepa. I mean, the shootout.
Yeah, you're right. 3
saves in a
saves,
penalty
good
shootout.
saves as well. It wasn't
Yeah.
poor penalties. They were,
Yeah.
you know, from where we was sitting, it looked like it got everything behind it in terms of the shot, bottom corner or just above, and he made 3 good saves. That's all we can really talk about. So here I am giving Kepa a 7 or something, 6. I don't know what I'm giving
No,
him.
no, I'm going to give him an 8 because he's come on the second half, kept a clean sheet, and he's saved 3 penalties.
Yeah.
3 penalties is like, that's unheard of to save 3. 8. I got 8.
I'll go 7 only because he had nothing to do outside of, like the shootout. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
but yeah, 3 saves.
3
fair
saves
play.
in a penalty shootout.
Fair enough.
It's big. No, it's big.
Yeah. Martin Odegaard.
Well, he looked pretty lively when he came on. I thought he did all right. See, warrant a 7, 6 probably. But I thought he did. I think he looked lively. He looked pretty sharp.
Yeah, I'm thinking 6.
Yeah, I agree. He was lively again. Shoot when you have the chance to shoot, but you know he played that ball in behind for Trossard. He probably should have done better with it. If that's Victor Gyökeres, we said there, he probably finishes that. So hopefully Odegaard's form picks up with a tactical tweak in terms of transition, pacier, and Gyökeres up front. So
I think
he was good. He was good today.
Gyökeres is going to help him out a lot. Gyökeres, the signing of Gyökeres is going to be good for him because it's not going to be. Hopefully now it's just not going to be just Saka all the time. Like now you've got another outlet. So
He was attempting passes today. I think Gyökeres would like.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. So what do we settle on a 6 for Odegaard, Jakub Kiwior?
Great ball into the box for Saka. I can't lie. Surprised he didn't start as a left centre back, but when he came on, that was a big moment. It won the game for us. And as I said to Robbie earlier, it was on a plate for Saka. So you expect him to finish it. You don't expect that sort of a cross from Kiwior. I think it was a quality cross.
He played another great ball in behind too. I think it was Havertz or Trossard. I can't remember. But he for all the defenders we've got and the money we spent on them, I think he's the best distributor of all of them.
Potentially. He's shown quite a bit. Even when he played left back a couple of years ago, he was centre back. When Gabriel got injured. Rating, I'm going to say 7 out of 10 as well.
yeah, I agree with that. I thought he played well. 7 out of 10. He missed a penalty, but I'm ignoring the penalties because that was a separate thing.
Unless it's Kepa.
Unless it's Kepa because that's all he had to
course,
do. But he played well. 7, and I hope we keep him.
Cool. Leandro Trossard.
He looked lively when he come on as well, I thought. 6.
He always looks lively off the bench. He's just like
That's where
you
he's best,
described him as like the best 12th man in the league. Well, a couple of years ago. It's like
I don't know if we should be. I don't know if we should be selling him because
You don't sell. You see Trossard, when you look at a squad that has won titles, right? And that's what we want to be. You always have a Trossard in that squad.
he's that will toward, isn't it?
He's that will toward. When you look, we have to go way back to find our last title, but he is that will toward. He is that player that he can come on clutch. He can get you a goal. He can come on tight spaces that make something out of nothing. He can be at the end of things. He's shown that in abundance throughout the years. The problem with him and why people are bringing his name out to sell now is that Arsenal left us in a position last season where he became first 11, and he's not good enough for the first 11 to win a league, but he is good enough to be the 12th man, to be the rotation option, to get minutes, to start some games but not be relied upon.
have an impact off the bench.
Yeah, this is not relevant to the game here. It's relevant to the talk and the hearsay and people pushing that he should be sold more than a Martinelli if someone needs to be sold. I think you need Trossard. Even if he runs out a year, let him run out the year, extend for another year if it goes well. It is what it is. So today,
I don't think that will happen because he's saleable, and they will take the money for him because you could get like a 15 million for him. But it'd be a shame if he gets sold because he does always offer something.
Again, I'm digressing a lot, But we had a team last year that regressed, right? And on top of that team, we all kind of agreed we need 3 players at the bare minimum, plus the Zubimendi we always knew was coming in, right? From that base, we lost 5 more players, and 5 players have come in. So the base has only been added with this Gyökeres signing coming in now. So what are we saying now? On top of losing the 5 players that have left on from last season that we've replaced, now we must do We needed 3 players on top of this.
Yeah, that makes sense of that because you're not going to have 3 players playing at left wing position.
Trossard can do it all. Left wing, up front, he can play.
Yeah, but
8,
say if you
10.
brought in, you said bring Eze Rodrigo. So you bring Eze Rodrigo, and you're going to have Trossard as well.
Yeah.
You saw Trossard last season. He was moaning when he weren't getting a start. You remember that game against Villa, where he didn't even want to celebrate and stuff like that. I don't think if he used to make those signings you're talking about, he'd have to go.
And if they say to me Eze and Rodrigo, cool, I'll agree with that. But really, it's going to be one, if that, and then we'll probably lose Trossard.
As I said, it'd be a shame if he goes, but he's saleable, and that's why I think he will go. But Martinelli is saleable, but he's 30, and I think that's what goes again. I think if he was younger, or if they were even the same age, I think they keep him.
All right. Should we move on to Mikel Merino?
He had a header.
Yeah, very good save from the keeper.
Very
from
good
our
save,
angle,
low
I
down.
looked
It's a threat.
Played midfield, supported in the attack, as he done towards the end of last season.
Kept it ticking, really.
Kept it ticking, nothing extravagant. 6 out of 10.
So, what did you all give Trossard? You didn't give a rating. You just
Didn't give a rating.
I think he said 6, and I said I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Six.
Okay,
Six
fine,
for
sorry, yeah.
Trossard, 6 for Marino. I agree with that.
cool. All right, fine. Reece Nelson.
In my opinion,
Like it.
the liveliest player off the bench, probably with Dalman.
Yeah.
But with Dalman, we kind of know what it is. We're all excited to see him. With Reece Nelson, it was more of a he's still
Surprise.
here and
Yeah.
but he comes on and the ball carrying ability. Everyone hypes that in Madueke. We're missing that. The problem is Arteta's way of playing the last 2 years doesn't allow for progressive ball carries because we play so slow.
Yeah.
We don't play into space. That's why our numbers in terms, because Saka can carry the ball, Martinelli can carry the ball, Reece Nelson can, but their carries haven't been as effective because of the way we play. So for me, Nelson came on and showed what he can do. Took a couple of shots, couple of balls into the box, took on a defender a couple of times, beat him. I think it was a good cameo. He didn't get anything at the end, but I think he was better than Trossard. I think better than Marino. 7.
Yeah, I agree with 7.
Oh, no, I can't disagree with that.
All right, Reece Nelson, good impact. I mean, hopefully he gets a good move, get some good money. Zubamendi.
Good. I think he was a 7 as well. I liked him, man. I like the way he progressed the ball. I like the way he was getting into spaces, picking the ball. He always wanted the ball. He looks like a typical Arteta player, like good on the ball, looking to get the ball forwards. I think it's going to be a good signing. 7.
I lean more towards a 6, maybe strong 6.
Yeah.
Need to see more,
Yeah.
but good cameo. Kept it ticking, good passing. Couple moments I thought, oof, you took a risk there, but it didn't cost us. So I'm just going to say 6.
Yeah, I'll tie break it with a 7. I thought it was good. Josh Nichols. I was really impressed with Josh.
Yeah, he was a bit electric when he came on. He
good work.
showed a bit of confidence, showed a couple of shimmies that our wingers could probably learn from. And there was one moment where he completely turned the winger and in
Drove
a
up
tight
the pitch,
moment. Yeah. Big up Nichols. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10 as well.
Yeah,
I don't
agree
want-
with the 6. There's one time he got done though, when I think it was a ball. He got
Oh, there
Yeah.
was one. Yeah.
got done in behind, but
Yeah.
he's a youngster. He's making his way out. I thought he had a good performance. He can be happy with his performance today. Scored his penalty as well. We'll give him a 6.
Nichols is the kind of player, and I mean this in the nicest way, that I could see Arsenal letting go of in 2 years' time for like $1 million or $2 million or whatever. And he's a good player. There's talent there. Nurture him right. Give him the right loan deals. He either makes it here because he's different to what we've got, or he goes for 20, 25 million. There's a talented player there.
been
But we
talk-
mismanage our youngsters in that way so often.
Been talk
You
of
know,
Palace being interested in it, but he looks a player.
well, I hope he gets the right moves in his career and
think-
that Arsenal run it right.
Honestly, with the work we've got to do, I'd be keeping Nichols because
Yeah, I'd like to see him.
Timber's had a season where he shouldn't have been playing 50 games off ACL. Ben White's had a season where he's been out the majority.
Yeah.
So just in case in that position, let's have a third choice right back in there. Young one, Carabao, coming off the bench, helping
And
minutes
the
and
pace in
whatnot.
that he showed, man, he looked like he could maybe progress on that right wing as well. So
He's the only overlapping right back we've got.
Yeah.
Probably the only overlapping full back we've got.
Well, Ben White is an overlapping right back.
But
Ben plays
he's
that.
kind of just asked to do it, whereas Nichols actually has
Yeah.
the more natural guile
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pace and all that. But yeah, you're right. Lewis Skelly. I'm going to be real, I don't think he was
he
great.
didn't have a great game. He got done for pace, and then
Some
apart from
wayward
that,
passes.
Yeah, he looked a little rusty.
Yeah.
He did look a little rusty.
did.
Probably 4.
I think he's thinking about Gyökeres. So I get it. So am I. But yeah, I'll stick with a 4. He was below the usual standard for me.
I agree with that. Max Dowman.
Listen, obviously on the predicted 11, I say, don't start him, bring him on. Tease the fan base a little bit in terms of what we've potentially got coming up. But this is coming up in 3 years. He's 15. But when he come off the bench today, you could see he always wanted it. Robbie said that about Zubamendi. This is a 15-year-old we're talking about.
He looks more technical than some first teamers, mate. I'll be honest.
100%. He always wanted, when he released the ball, he always wanted to find the space to get the ball back. In the first few minutes he was on, he remember what I said about Martinelli facing up the defender. Do a little shimmy cut in and make a yard. Dalman did that against 2 defenders back to back and should have scored. Scuffed his shot just wide, unfortunately, because if he scored that, the place would have gone mad. And his strength, you mentioned it in the game when he's holding off a couple of AC Milan players. For a 15-year-old to be going up against big men like that,
Yeah.
I have to give him an 8 like Ranieri. But this is relative to the minutes he played, right? So I think he's an 8.
I completely agree.
Right, the DNA test have to come out. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it. 15.
He didn't even look 15.
This is crazy. 15. How old are you? How old are you? 12. Oh, he's probably the next star as well.
Yeah.
You got 3 years,
How old are you?
and we're right
He's
here.
15. Look, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, you're making your debut
50,
next season.
15.
Yeah, fair.
15. Max Damon's the same age as him. It's crazy. I don't listen. You might be a baller as well. I don't know, but honestly, it's mad. It's mad, right?
You're part of the problem with this fan base.
I'm gonna give him an 8 in the context of him being 15 and what he did. And for me, if that's what he can do, listen, it's not a starting and stuff like that, but I want him in and around the first team with some little cameos this season.
Yeah.
If you can do that at 15, because he could be, sometimes you've got a player that's like that unexpected player that you can throw in every now and again. I agree with Turkish. Don't rush him though. Don't get carried away with this kid, because this is a friendly. And he ain't out with a big man them yet now. Man's
Go on,
gonna-
Cecil, what do you want to say?
Man's just
Go on,
going
you
to
want
not
to come
chop
argue.
you down and things
He's
like
saying
that.
we're part of the problem. He said we're part of the problem. What? Because we want
What?
a talent like that.
No.
How am I a part of the
No,
problem?
but you got to. Where I agree with Turkish, you have to relax and take your time with it, because if you go and you push that kid too much, you can also ruin a player. You should know
But
that.
he
yeah.
looks red. But he's played well today.
No, he was. Listen, we're giving him an 8. He was excellent today.
Give him
right?
an 8 after you said you told him not.
giving him an 8.
Yeah, but you said
But I
no.
still
Forget the
agree he
kids.
shouldn't
Forget
start.
that. Forget.
Oh, he didn't want him to play.
He didn't want him to. No, he didn't.
No, I said come off the bench. You're lying now. Go back to it.
To be fair, I say
Put
give
it
him
in the
5
edit.
minutes. He got about 35.
5 minutes. No, not give him. He deserved his minute. He looked good.
No, he was brilliant.
He looks ready.
never
Listen, he looks
seen him.
ready. I couldn't believe how confident that kid is. I know we saw Ethan when he broke through as well. The confidence, but the confidence of these kids coming through is undeniable. Their quality, unbelievable talent.
But you got to be careful with it.
Yeah, how careful? Ethan got rushed, not rushed in last game, but he played, but then he had to play more minutes because of what happened with injuries. Marzu Skelly as well, because of injuries, had to. Yeah, okay, it's 2 years gap, cool.
Big gap. That's that
big
age.
gap.
You know that age in terms of growth and even your body and where you are as a young man, young boy, even at this age. Come on, bro. 15 and 17 it's different.
Let me tell you this: regardless of what we think, they're protecting the club. Even today in the mix zone, they said leave Max, leave him. Just let him go on. We know he had a good
why don't
performance,
you
but
listen?
because we're protecting him,
Leave
but let him
Why
play
do you have
though.
the thing
But I
that-
want him to keep
but
playing.
But the club, okay, you're saying the club are doing what they should be doing.
Correct.
In terms, you saw that. I'm telling you, leave him. Leave him.
I want to see more of him. That's why he's a young player coming through. He's cool.
And do you want to win the league, or do you want to?
Can we not win the league with a young player in the side?
Name me the teams now that won a league with 15-year-old
I
players.
told you about the class of '92. They were coming through. They won.
15-year-olds, bro, and they had man
It's a
like Dennis
different-
Irwin and
it's a-
Roy Keane.
It's a different time now.
Experience.
Come on, Turkish.
Yeah, I've got Yamal right at what he was
17.
Won the Euros.
17 now, but he
16,
won the Euros. He was 16,
Come on.
and he's playing in finals and that. So
He's
but
an alien.
I am still. That's another alien there.
Thank you, Robbie.
But
You man are going mad.
No. But listen, no, but I'm.
replace me.
No, but actually, I'm actually. No, but I'm actually.
See what you're causing.
No, but hold on,
Now
wait.
the clip's gonna go out. He's mentioned he's an alien
No.
as well. I've said your
But
mom
I'm
is
actually
alien.
with you. But I'm actually with you in take your time with him. But I want to see him with some first team games this year, because from what I saw this year,
Carabao.
from what I saw, Carabao, and like you're winning a game. And you're winning 2-0, it's
Like
15
Ranieri
minutes.
came on against
Throw him in,
Brentford.
man.
Like-
I think this kid there's something there. Him
Okay.
and Wanieri, them two.
Definitely something there.
Okay.
But we saw Wanieri last year, 17, and he come in, he looked comfortable, and now his confidence is. You can see it again today. So
To sum up, we're giving him an 8.
I said it, yeah.
8, yeah.
He looks very exciting.
Yeah.
We don't want to go overboard, but he's the second coming of Messi. That's fine. Okay. That's the gist of the conversation, and
Could
that's
be.
probably the title of the video. We're going to put you
I'm
in the
sorry,
thumbnail.
Max. Seriously, and Max's family.
Do you know what I said in my fan cam? I said it almost feels wrong talking about a 15-year-old, and I was saying we were chatting about it earlier, but he comes on, plays that well.
He is
We're-
quality, but
we're
I just want him to
talking-
grow and listen. You can make or break a man a boy at this age, And when you think about, look at what happened when Madueke signed. We're always on the edge because we haven't won the league for 20 years. We're always on the edge. It's not the best platform for a 15-year-old. We need to win this league this year, or at
but
least a major.
you've got to just go and whereas I am kind of with you. Also, if the kid's got it, you got to. You're right. Look at Yamal. He's 16. He's playing. Listen, Yamal. I'm not saying he's Yamal. I'm not saying. I'm just saying when we look at ages now, these players are getting younger and younger. Because Yamar, he was 16, and he's playing in the final of the Euro. He played He literally played every game, and he's in the final, and he's the guy. And last year he stepped up. So, but 15 is young.
All right, and Marley Salmon, who's also 15.
Yeah, and he did all right when he come on as
Played
well.
a great pass to Reece
Yeah.
Nelson, that raking ball over the
It's
top.
gutted he missed that penalty, but
Yeah, well.
he did all right as well. For 15, he's a 7.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 15.
Looked aggressive.
He was on it. I'm gutted. He missed the
And
penalty.
I ain't gonna lie, like that's a much more difficult position to play as a 15-year-old centre back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to say that last year about Lewis Skelly's position defensively and how young you are. So Salmon done well, missing the penalty. It's a sad. I don't even know why he stepped. Lewis Skelly should have been before him, but then we're talking about an 18-year-old. So today there's a lot of youngsters out there. He missed the pen, brush it off, keep it moving, experience. So go with whatever Robbie said.
What did you say? 7?
7.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, cool. And what did you say, Damon? 8. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Give us your player
He
ratings.
missed one person that he forgot to do.
Who?
Nicholas Yover.
No, that's true, actually. Spent all game.
He's still
Spent
doing
the
it.
whole game moaning about how Yover's getting up,
Yeah.
sit down. Oh, we didn't do it. We haven't done Arteta though.
Curtis spoke to Nicholas Yover. Hey, Curtis, come in. You spoke to Nicholas Yover. Come tell Turkish what he said, because come tell us what did you say to Nicholas Yover?
I said to him, how are you telling Declan Rice to cross that in?
He did not say
I
that.
said to him. I said, Nicholas, you've been a great help to the team. Thanks for all your help.
You come here and finish.
I'm done. I said, thank you. Gabriel's header's got a second.
Did you tell him he painted the mural? Did you tell him
No,
that as
I
well?
didn't paint the mural.
No, okay.
I've said a lot tonight, by the way. You're going to hear about a lot
Okay.
happened.
I tour diaries tomorrow,
Tour
yeah?
diaries.
But wait, Curtis is the most shameless man in
Yeah, I know
the
he is.
brother.
I know
Wait
he is.
till you hear what happened.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I'll
Tour
leave you
diaries
to it.
tomorrow. We'll leave it there. Those are the player ratings. Go check out all the other fan cams. And of course, there'll be a vlog
No,
where
listen,
maybe we'll see a little bit of
to
this.
big up the fans there in Singapore. Big up to the
Oh,
fans.
of course,
They've
the
been
fan
brilliant
rating.
so
Cecil
far.
normally does this.
And I really hope that Victor Gyökeres is here on Sunday for these fans. I would love them to get the first glimpse of him. So let's hope Gyökeres plays on Sunday, even if it's 15 minutes. So big up. Let's give the Singapore fans 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
100%. Everyone like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you very soon.